Welcome to Arogya Physio Tips. Thanks to all the subscribers, and if you have still not subscribed it, please subscribe to our channel and don't forget to ring our bell. Since COVID-19 has come into the season, somehow everyone is talking about immunity, and I didn't think that I am a right person to speak about immunity. So we got Dr. Atreyi for you, who is a naturopathy physician, and she has 12 plus year experience. She has done amazing research on diet, on exercise, on whatnot, and she's one of the topmost naturopathy physician in Bangalore. So we have got Dr. Atreyi for you to talk about how to improve your immunity.
Hi, my name is Dr. Atreyi Nihar Chandra. I am a naturopathy physician and a clinical nutritionist. Today we are going to talk about how to improve immunity. So as we discuss the topic, the first question that comes into mind is what is low immunity? Because we need to first figure out why the immunity is low, or what are the parameters where you know that your immunity is less. Number one would be getting cough and cold. So if you are in Bangalore and you are prone towards getting dust allergy, pollen allergy, and you tend to catch cold left and right throughout the year, that is where we need to work on your immunity. Second is, if you are stressed out, and the moment you are stressed out, you become gastric or acidic, or your stress triggers your constipation, or if it triggers migraine, then your immunity is less. It's like mind manifests, body manifests. So if you are somebody who's constantly thinking how horrible things are in your life, or how horrible or what bad can happen next, those thought processes also trigger low immunity, because you will be always seeing the downside of the life. Other is palpitation. If you feel your heartbeat increases and you find it difficult to breathe, or if you are climbing stairs and you are breathless, that is where you need to work on your immunity. Other point can be if you are constipated very frequently, or you have chronic acid reflux as an issue, or you have insomnia, then it will definitely trigger, or it will affect your immunity. Sleep is one of the major things which affects a person's immunity, because either your body gets very tired or it starts working beyond its normal capacity, where we run out on the energy levels. Alright, so how to improve immunity? One of the basic things would be to sleep for 8 to 9 hours. If you are an adult who is 20 plus, 18 plus, right? If you are an adult who is 18 plus, you bare minimum need a sleep of 8 to 9 hours at night. Okay, it is not something like you sleep 6 hours at night and you sleep 2 hours in the afternoon. It doesn't work that way. Alright, and at the same time, if you are somebody who's working in night shift, your cycle of sleep changes, right? So that reduces your immunity, because you are going against the nature's clock of working or being awake at night, right? When everybody else is sleeping, you're practically working. So that is where it affects your digestion cycle. It also affects your sleep cycle. So if you are somebody who's working in night shift, you might like to cover bare minimum 8 to 9 hours of sleep. Otherwise, you might put on a lot of weight, along with having constipation, indigestion and other issues. Another thing to improve immunity is 3 liters of water. So if your height is average if your weight is average 20 kgs, your requirement of water is bare minimum 1 liter. So if your weight is somewhere around 60 kgs, your daily requirement of water is 2.5 to 3 liters of water. Now, on an average, we are 60 kgs as an adult, irrespective of the height. So the requirement of the water is bare minimum 3 kgs. Okay. Now, Bangalore is a climate. In this climate, people don't feel like drinking water. As a result, most of the time, people do complain constipation. People do complain dehydration. If you are feeling thirsty in your throat already, that means you're dehydrated. What happens these days that we are so involved in our work or we are in conversations that we don't focus much on our body. So by the time we realize we are thirsty, we're already dehydrated. So you might like to check your urine color. If your urine throughout the day is yellow or lime yellow, then you definitely are somebody who's dehydrated. Your urine can be lime yellow first thing in the morning, but throughout the day it has to be white or colorless. Okay, so make sure you drink 3 liters of water a day. You can keep a bottle of 750 ml with you. You can finish 750 ml in one go. It's easy to drink 750 ml of water in one go. It's not 1 liter and it's not 500. It's exact 3 glasses of water, and water takes 20 minutes to digest on an average in a person. So if you drink a glass of water and if you urinate after half an hour, that means it's normal, you're not dehydrated. But in case you're drinking water and you go for urination after 2 hours or 2.5 hours, then your requirement of water is pretty high. Alright. There are times people overdo water also, which causes water retention, but that's 1 in 100 as a case. Coming to the third point, eat a lot of vegetables and fruits. Alright. Once you are in a colder climate or a humid climate like Bangalore, the eagerness or the craving to eat vegetables and fruits reduces because it's quite cold. So we will always like to have something hot, something warm, something which will just make you feel comfortable, right? So if you are somebody in Bangalore and you struggle to eat vegetables, you can keep cup sizes to make sure you cover 3 cups of vegetables and 2 cups of fruits in a day. This will help you to improve your immunity in a longer run. Third thing is consistency. Alright, immunity is not something which is built in a day. Immunity is when you are not constipated. Immunity is when you are not gastric. Immunity is when you sleep well. And immunity is when you are able to run or walk and still you are not tired. Alright, so make sure that you make a consistent everyday effort to become better. So if we are seeing a lot of posts on social media which says eat amla, eat neem, eat karela, eat kalmek. Yes, all of them work. They definitely work. But consuming them every day, if you are in a Bangalore-like climate where the temperature is always below 20 degree, you can very well consume karela every day and it will not increase the heat in the body. Alright. But if you are in places like Gujarat, Rajasthan, where the temperature is 40, 45, 50 degree, it is not advisable to have karela juice or neem juice first thing in the morning. Okay, that's why I personally prefer my patients to have karela or neem juice at night, because one, it gets a longer time to work on your body. Okay, so when karela or neem juice is the last thing which you have at night, throughout night you're not eating anything else, it gets a longer time to have an impact on your body. 2, what happens in the morning when somebody has karela juice or neem juice or amla juice or warm water, honey, lemon, within half an hour you will have tea or coffee, or you will be in a hurry to get ready and go. Okay, there are times I've seen people where they don't have breakfast by 9 in the morning because they had warm water, honey, lemon at 8 o'clock and they go out in the traffic. By the time they reach office at 10 o'clock, they already get a headache. Alright, so if you're given a choice between breakfast and empty stomach juices, I would definitely say to go ahead and have breakfast. Okay, if you want to have a consistency usage of fruit juices and vegetables, specifically in Bangalore or specifically when you are a working professional, then prefer to have them in the evening. For the very fact is, खाना हमेशा खाली दिमाग में खाना चाहिए, right? So if you are upset and if you are eating food, you are eating your emotions, right? And then it becomes a habit where you end up making a ritual of craving food whenever you are hungry. Okay, so whenever you are eating or whenever you want to eat something which will be beneficial for your health, make sure you eat it either with a good thought or you eat it empty minded, where you are not thinking something very disturbing. Alright, last and not the least is, if you are consuming amla for immunity, which works very well. In Bangalore, we do get fresh amla 365 days, and it's not called nalakai, and it is freshly available in local vegetable stores. You can eat fresh amla. If you are somebody who can't bite and eat amla, you might like to blend it in a blender and make a juice and drink it off. Alright, avoid tablets and marketed juices unless and until you don't get fresh. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, please comment on the video.